What is up, everybody? It's Liam back here with another video about the Boston Marathon. In the last video, I kind of talked about the race itself and my experience with the race, but the Boston Marathon isn't just a race, it's an entire weekend experience. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that, starting with Friday night, which is when I got to Boston, the events that took place on Friday night, and then through the weekend with the expo on Saturday, the other races on Sunday, leading up to the big marathon on Monday. So go ahead and take a look at all those different events and all the different people I got to meet in Boston. So on Friday night, I got to go to the big New Balance indoor track, which is the track at New Balance. It's their brand new indoor facility. It was their first time ever having a meet there. It was the grand opening, and it was also a world record attempt. So the New Balance team was attempting to break the world record in the women's distance medley relay, or DMR. So that was a cool experience, not only because we got to see that world record be broken, by the 4 women who ran the DMR, but also because it was a big event, not just for the race, but also for New Balance as a whole. So they gave away a bunch of free stuff. So quick little gear drop. When we got there, we got this free backpack. Picked that up when we were leaving there. They gave it away to anyone at the event who wanted one. And then when we walked in the door, we got these free light up cups. Lights up a bunch of different colors here, so that was cool. And it also came with a New Balance running hat, which is nice. Worn it a couple times. It's a little bit small, but still a pretty nice hat, and can't complain since it's free. And then they handed out a bunch of pairs of nice New Balance running socks, which I've definitely gotten some use out of. So that was cool. Also got to try on their new racing shoes. So they have a new pair of racing flats that also have a carbon fiber plate. Those will be coming out in a couple months. They said probably end of the summer there. So that was cool. And then they also have a trainer version, which is supposed to be similar to the Nike Alpha Fly or the Puma Fast Star, but it does have that high stack height, so it won't be race eligible, so they call it their training shoe. But it was nice trying those on, as well as getting to watch a bunch of different races in the world record attempt. Ellie Purier St. Pierre, who's the American record holder at a couple distances, and she's won the Melrose Games the past few years. She was part of that women's DMR. And then Sydney McLaughlin, who was the gold medalist in the Olympics in the 400-meter hurdles, was supposed to run the race, but she was injured. But she still did a meet and greet, so got to see her, and that was really cool. But overall, the Friday night event at the track at New Balance was a really fun experience to see those races and pick up a bunch of free New Balance gear. And then at the expo on Saturday morning, I got to try on a bunch of different stuff. Picked up another Boston jacket. I had the marathon jacket, but it was a large because they ran out of sizes, so I took the only size they had left. But at the actual event, they had all their different sizes there, so I picked up a small one that fits me a little better. Picked up another Boston Marathon hat. Picked up a Martin water bottle. I love using Martin. I use it for the race. If you go watch my other video about the actual marathon, I talk about how I used it there. But it's nice having the water bottle because it fits perfectly for the powder, and it's just a nice water bottle to have. Got a new Garmin running watch wristband, so I wear the Garmin Fenix 6S, and my old wristband had some rips on it, so thankfully got a free new wristband from Garmin. This one doesn't have any rips anymore, so that's nice to have. But I also got to try on a bunch of different running shoes, so I got to try on the Saucony Endorphin Pro Plus, which they haven't released to the public yet. It's similar to the Endorphin Pro 2, but it has a little bit of a different upper. It's supposed to have a faster midsole. So got to try that, and that was nice. I enjoyed running in those. I'm not sure if I'll be racing in those, but it was good to try them. Got to try on the ASICS Metaspeed Sky. Talked to the on rep, was trying to get a pair of the Cloud Boom Echoes. They're sold out of those everywhere. But overall, it was a really cool experience to see the expo. I got to see those, meet a bunch of other running sales reps who I had run into in the past, or who knew people that I knew, which was really cool. Got to see the trophy from the PGA Tour and took a picture with that for all the golfers. since that was at the expo, and then got to see some panelists on helping your body after marathons, or making sure that you take care of yourself and you're not hurting your body by running the distance. So those were interesting panels to hear. And then also tried some shock therapy, put little tiles on my neck and then turned it up to see how the shock would feel. I wasn't a big fan of that, but it seems like something a lot of people are doing nowadays. So overall, the expo was a really good time. You got to see a lot of different shoes, got to try on a lot of stuff, and picked up a Noon cup. So Noon, the little tablets that you put in your water there that have caffeine and other hydrating electrolytes and stuff like that. Had a little stand where they passed out cups with free samples, which was really cool. They had a little tap, they just poured it in there. So got my little Noon cup with the sweat, hydrate, and repeat on it. So that was a good experience overall. And Saturday after the expo, went down to the finish line, got to see the men's and women's mile races. So the Boston Athletic Association hosts like 5Ks and miles the days leading up to the marathon, which was interesting. And got to see Mason Furlick, who's an Olympian in the 3K steeplechase from the United States. He competed at Tokyo in 2021. Got a picture with him. That was really cool. He was a really nice guy. Wished me luck on Monday after he finished, I believe, 4th in the 5K and 5th in the mile. So he had some really good showings. And then Heather McLean, who had run the world record DMR, she had run the 1200 there, ran in the mile, which was also really cool. I believe she placed top 5. So a lot of good stuff going on Saturday, getting to see the finish. Took some pictures of the finish line, obviously. Had to get those pictures in, and then listening to different panels. There was one that was the top American men, so you had Scott Fauble, CJ Anderson, Colin Bennett, all the guys who are up there in the front of the marathon and who were part of the elite field, spoke about their experience and how they planned on racing on Monday. And then on Sunday, which was the day before the race, it was actually Easter Sunday, which was really cool because there were a lot of Easter events going on in Newbury Street, which is right next to the finish line. It's the next road over from Boylston. And so got to go and visit the Adidas, or the ASICS house, which ASICS and Believe in the Run, two of the bigger running companies, joined together and had like a joint house on Newbury where they were debuting the ASICS Metaspeed Sky to the public. So I got to try those on and run a 5K in those, which was a really cool experience. Those haven't been released generally, and we don't have any of those here in Dayton, Ohio. So running in those was nice. They definitely seem like a good racing shoe. Don't have that soft feel of like the Alpha Fly or that Fast R, but still a pretty good racing shoe, and definitely we're going to see some more athletes wearing those in the future. And then got to take some pictures at the ASICS house. I spoke to our ASICS brand rep from the region a couple weeks ago, and so had to take a picture to show her how great the Believe in the Run in ASICS house was. Then down the road from that, Brooks had a morning run. The Track House, which is Tracksmith, had their run in the morning, and all of those had a couple of pro athletes. So ASICS had Lindsay Flanagan and a couple other athletes there to do like a meet and greet, which is really cool. And then after that, headed over to the Heartbreak Hill Running Company, which is about a mile away from the downtown area where the finish line is. And so got to at Heartbreak, visited. It's a really cool running company. They have a lot of up-to-date stuff, like stuff you can't get your hands on, like the Say Sky gear, or like Martin. And they have their own branded stuff, which is also really nice. So got to take a look at that. And then they also had a group run in the morning where Kira D'Amato, who is the American marathon record holder and the world record holder in the women's 10-mile race, was there, and she ran with everyone. She had run the 5K previously for the Boston Athletic Association, and so she was there, did a meet and greet, and got to take a picture with her, which was really cool. And she was really nice as well. Wished best of luck for Monday. And then after that, headed back to the hotel. I had run, so obviously grabbed a shower and changed quickly. And then I headed to the cathedral in Boston, where Cardinal Sean Patrick O'Malley, who's the cardinal for the Archdiocese of Boston, did a runner's blessing, and it was a packed Easter Mass in the cathedral there. and he brought all the runners who were in attendance for the Mass up to the front of the altar, and then he gave everyone a blessing and wished us all best of luck, and gave everyone a little medallion that had a guardian angel on it, which was a really cool experience, and it was amazing to see how many runners were there at the Mass. After that, took it pretty slow the rest of the day. At that point, I already had about 16,000 steps on Sunday, had like 22,000 on Saturday, so I'd gotten in a fair amount of walking and really wanted to rest leading up to the race and running Monday morning. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you like this video, please like, subscribe. In the future, I'll have more videos about my upcoming races, especially one this coming week, as well as my different training and what it's like a day in the life of a college marathoner. Those videos will be coming out here soon. Thanks for watching.